I'm back with another triggering topic. And today I want to talk about red pill, incels, and this scary entitlement that men have towards women. But I want to show y'all a clip first, and I'll be right back.
I hate rejection, and I don't deserve to get rejected. I deserve a woman who will love me back. I want a girl who wants me back, who wants me, who's interested in me. These fucking bitches don't want to contact me, don't want to call me, don't want to answer their damn line. Well, fuck them.
Now, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm not for sure if there's something wrong with this man or not. But, looking at his page, I went to take a look at it and he seemed to be in sound mind, somewhat, or scary sound mind. And I just want to say, I find it scary that this common theme runs with men, and oftentimes it runs with men that are completely undesirable to about 99% of women, is that they feel that they don't deserve to get rejected and they deserve a woman. And in my opinion, no man deserves a woman. You deserve whatever you're able to get. If you're able to attract the woman that you want and keep her, then you deserve her because you earned her. But you are not entitled to women or entitled to a woman. And I think that when men believe that they are entitled to women, that oftentimes that's where the violence starts. Because you're angry and you feel that women are hurting you by exercising their free will to not be involved with you. And I also find it funny when men feel as if being nice or kind to the women that they are attracted to means that they should have access to those women. Because that's never applied to women. Imagine a woman that men don't find conventionally attractive, whether it be her weight, her facial features, her body type, her height, etc., etc. Imagine her saying publicly that she deserves a chance with the man that would be considered to be like a 10 or whatever, just because she thinks she deserves it, or just because she was nice to him. Men would rip her to shreds. They would tell her, hey, you need to transform yourself into what men want before you even think about getting a man or you even think about approaching a high value man. But for some reason, men don't apply that same logic to themselves. They think that they're entitled to the most beautiful woman that they've ever seen just because, or just because they were nice to them and held the door and said hello. And I think that this ideology, it just really, it shows that the collective of men don't view women as human beings with their own thoughts, feelings, and desires, and also don't even look at women as having the ability to have free will. They just view women as an accessory or as a supporting character in their life. So it's like, hey, well then if that's the case, if I want you, come on over here. It doesn't matter what you have to say about it. And my thing is that for the men that are undesirable, if you're tired of being rejected by women, stop acting like a creeper. Get some therapy. Get a better demeanor. Go to the gym. Fix yourself up. And then maybe, just maybe, you can attract the woman you want and stop being rejected. And even if you can't get the woman that you want, you should be able to get somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because, I had to put that caveat in because in this man's case, I don't think that all of those things I mentioned will help him. I really don't think so. Yikes. I'm doubtful, but there's somebody for everybody, I guess. Isn't that what they say? So, but I'll just say, I really think that it's wild that in 2025, with all that society has shown of women, all of the things that we have done to better society, all of our accomplishments, men still struggle as a collective to view women as human beings. They feel entitled to women's bodies, their wombs, their servitude, and have no intentions on pouring what they want that they want to be given to them. They don't have any intentions on pouring that same thing out to the women. It's really scary. And when you think about it, and I'm talking about look at it outside of the United States. there are many other countries where women are treated like absolute animals. Like not like human beings, just simply it's like in Afghanistan, and I think I've already said this many a times, where these women aren't even allowed to have any type of decision making on their own, and plenty of other countries as well. But, or where they're telling women, hey, you can't speak outside. You can't even open your mouth and say a word. That's actually terrifying, and something else that's scary to me as well is that there are so many red pill content creators that will co-sign this man's delusions, the guy that I showed you guys a video clip of. And, like, oh yeah, they should be talking to you. Those women, they're rejecting you. They're no good. And then whip this man up into a frenzy. And at the end of the day, all that does is put innocent women at risk. It makes men feel as if women who are not attracted to them or women that don't want them are the enemy, and that's just not the case. And something else I'm thinking about is that, how men always say, oh, women are miserable being single. Y'all really don't want to be single. Y'all really want a man. Y'all need a man. Or they say, oh, you're a dog lady, you're a cat lady, and make it seem as if it's a bad thing. Or they'll say, you don't want to be single. You don't want to be single. Da 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 da. I'm really seeing that all of that is projection, because there are so many men that have no problem turning their camera on and hooting and hollering about how come they don't have a woman and how they're mad and angry about it. I think that maybe people don't look at it that way because men's, default is like an anger. So you don't look at it as what it is, but what they try to put on to women. These men are lonely. These men are desperate. They are, and I really think that we've got to start realizing as women that most of the things that are said about women are actually not true. It actually applies to men. And all of this time, for all of these hundreds and hundreds of years, men have been projecting what they are and who they are on to women. So all I'm saying is that men are the ones that don't want to be single. Men are the ones that need, and when I say need, I mean need a woman. Women may like having a man, but you don't need one. But I really believe that men need one. So much so that these men that don't have one, they're going through this male loneliness epidemic, or you have men just crashing out and harming women that just simply politely decline their advances. But, I just think that if men would really look internally, the collective of men that is, would really look internally and work on treating women kindly without expecting anything out of it, without doing things for women with the intent of, hopefully I'll be able to have intercourse with her. Hopefully she gonna do this, that, and the third. No, if you work on being a good person genuinely and looking at women as human beings, maybe you would be able to have better results with women. Maybe if you stop thinking that once you got money, if you had some, that you would be able to mistreat however many women that you want to. And all of these crazy things, like if you just work on yourself, I feel like most of y'all would be able to attract at least one woman, but half of y'all don't even think that the problem is you, which is the reason why y'all stay alone. But anyway, I digress. If you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, then please do me a favor and drop a 2-2 down below. And you already know why, because this man and feeling like you're entitled to women is boo to the boo, 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 boo. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor. Follow me on TikTok. I do live stream there exclusively. It will cost you nothing, $0.00. Also, follow your girl on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And subscribe. And as always, ladies, I really love to hear from y'all. And I really would love to hear y'all perspective on this. So please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.